everybody, it's Mandolin66 here. I'm sorry I haven't put up a video last week on Friday. Basically, to say the least, there's a lot of stuff that's been going on in my town lately. I just haven't had the time to work on videos, nor have I had the urge to. First off, I want to say one big thing for today is E3. And if you don't know what E3 is, basically it's a big conference down in the States for video gaming. Now, if you watch any of my videos, you will know that I'm a gamer and I love video games with all of my heart. And I just want to go through a few of the really big things on the list of E3 that I've heard about so far. First off, Sony has released a new console. It's just a handheld console, but it is pretty cool. It's a new PSP, which they're naming the PS Vita, or Vita, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Basically, it's going to have front and back cameras, motion sensors, touchscreen. It's going to be HD, I think. And it's also introducing some cross-platform gaming from the PS Vita to the PS3. It's going to come this holiday season, they say, at a price of $249 for the Wi-Fi version and $299 for the version that has AT&T 3G service. So that's that. Nintendo has also released its new console, not released, but announced its new console for next year in 2012, called the Nintendo Wii U. And the craziest thing about this, the Wii is now going to be HD when this Wii U comes out, and the controllers, they're pretty big, and they have a touchscreen on them, which is kind of mind-boggling for me, because I just don't know how it's going to work. I'm really excited to see more about this, but it's basically your Game Boy Advance with a touchscreen as a controller for your Wii. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how it is. So that's some of the big news from Nintendo and Sony, and onwards to Microsoft. To be honest, Microsoft kind of disappointed me at E3 this year. Mostly because there's no new hardware really. There's a wheel, I think, a wireless wheel. And it's all software stuff that they're coming out with. They announced some things for Kinect that might be kind of cool. And from some of the screenshots I've seen, it looks like the Xbox 360 dashboard is going to get kind of an overhaul, which might be nice. But basically, Kinect is going to have some more functionality within games, even though you're using the controller. Like they showed in Mass Effect 3 is going to have some voice commands with it. So you can have your controller, you're playing your game, and you can control some people by saying voice commands. Also, I've seen the Ghost Recon Future Soldier, I believe it's called, and this is got some Kinect functionality as to like switching out parts of guns and stuff. You use your hands to do that, which is kind of cool. But to be honest, the problem that I've had with Kinect, I'm just trying to figure out how it would work in a good first-person shooter type game, because I've only really played like the family type games on the Kinect, like Kinect Sports, Kinect Adventures, things like that. So I really want to see it put to the test in a really good first-person shooter or some game like that. And also, I'm just going to read off a list here of some new games that have been announced, like new Tomb Raider, BioShock Infinite, Ghost Recon Future Soldier, as I mentioned before, Assassin's Creed Revelations, which will be great, Silent Hill Downpour, Brothers in Arms, Furious 4, Battlefield 3, which of course has been announced already, but there's just some more information, including a multiplayer preview. Halo 4, which I find completely unnecessary, because I think they're really milking this series, but, you know, it might work, it might not. Also, Gears of War 3, Never Dead, Far Cry 3, Hitman Absolution, Need for Speed The Run, Rise, and Dead Island, as well as something that I will buy, and it's Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Edition. Basically, it's been 10 years since Halo Combat Evolved came out, which is the first Halo game ever made. So they kept the same storyline, kept the same campaign, and they totally redid all the graphics, made it HD for the 360, and it's going to be awesome. So that's just some of the stuff I've seen in E3 so far. I just did a quick look through on the internet, and that's what I've came up with. Also, I believe Forza 4 was announced as well, which is going to be kind of cool. You might have noticed I'm wearing a new hat, and basically my friend and I, we decided that trucker hats are really cool. And for those of you who don't know, a trucker hat is one with the padded front and then the mesh on the back. So I have these two. This one says Mary and Louisa's Cafe, which is kind of funny. And then this one says Riverside Mustangs with an angry looking horse, and I think that's kind of funny as well. So I thought I'd switch it up, wear some new hats for once, and I'm loving it. I hope I don't get copyrighted for that saying. Now, I need to introduce you to a little bit of a friend of mine. This friend is a sock unicorn. I know, kind of weird, right? But basically, my coworkers and I, we get along really great. One Saturday, it was kind of dead in the morning, not very many people going through the store, and my coworker Christina and I started making this sock animal. And then when my other coworker Tara came, she helped us as well. So through some good collaboration and Christina's amazing sewing skills, we made Pete. Well, I like to call him Pete anyways. Christina insisted that his name had to be Wishing Tree, and I'm not too sure why. But we made a compromise, and so I'd like to introduce you to my friend Pete Wishing Tree, the sock unicorn. Ta-da! So this is our very magnificent animal with his long flowing mane and tail and things like that. So Pete's got to stay with me for a little while, waiting to be in a video. I think it's safe to say he can go back to Christina now if she really wants him. Anyway, I really don't have too much more to say right now, but I'm going to leave you with a little bit of a hint as to what my song will be this week on Friday. It's a song by the best and most famous reggae artist of all time. And that's all I'm going to tell you, so it's up to you to try and guess the song. Anyways, I love the song. So, with that being said, please comment, rate, and subscribe to my videos, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Peace.